the right path.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. Today, we're going to dive into life's big decisions. Now, I'm thrilled to be chatting with Liam Matthews. Liam's story is really interesting. He was studying engineering, but made a bold move to switch to drama just before finishing his degree. Liam, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. It's a pleasure to share my story with you and your listeners, even though you might think I'm crazy.
It's a fascinating story, Liam. So, let's start from the beginning. What made you choose engineering in the first place?
Well, growing up, I was good at math and science, and engineering just seemed like the right choice, if you know what I mean. My parents encouraged it too. They thought it was stable, and I agreed. At the time, I thought it made sense.
Absolutely. That makes sense. But then just before finishing, you decided to switch gears. What happened?
Right, well, it was kind of sudden. I was almost done, only a few months left. One night, I went to the cinema to relax, and I watched this incredible movie. It just hit me like a bolt of lightning. Something about the actors' expressions, the storytelling and stuff, it just pulled me in. I remember leaving the cinema and thinking, this is what I want to do.
Wow, that's quite a revelation. So, it really was the film that sparked your passion for drama?
Exactly. That film just made me realize how much I loved performance and storytelling. I kept thinking, if they can move people with stories, maybe I can too. I knew I couldn't ignore that feeling.
It sounded like a true calling. But how did you go from that moment to actually leaving engineering?
Well, I struggled with it at first. I'd invested years into engineering. But after that moment in the cinema, I couldn't shake the thought. I started reading about drama, watching plays, just immersing myself. Eventually, I realized it was now or never. So, I dropped out and enrolled in drama school.
That must have been quite a decision. How did your family and friends react?
Oh, they were a bit shocked, to say the least. My parents were supportive but worried, naturally. Some friends thought I was crazy, but others said they admired my courage. It wasn't easy, but I knew I was doing the right thing for me.
And now being in drama school, how do you feel about the change? Any regrets?
Not at all. I feel so alive, so inspired. Don't get me wrong, it's challenging and completely different from engineering. But every day, I get to explore characters and emotions. I've never felt more myself.
It sounds like you've really found your path, Liam. What advice would you give to someone who feels stuck in their current path?
I'd say listen to that voice inside. It's scary to change, but life's too short to ignore what makes you truly happy. Be honest with yourself, even if it feels risky. As they say, better late than never.
Wise words. Thanks so much for sharing your story, Liam. I'm sure it'll inspire others who may be questioning their own path.
Thank you for having me. And to everyone listening, don't be afraid to follow your heart. You never know where it'll take you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Liam Matthews. Let's call it a day. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to English Audio Lounge. We hope you have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more audio stories and video classes to improve your English.